This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.
Oh, there we go. All right, we're live, Nate.
There are many great things throughout the year, but few are more loaded than Thanksgiving. Hello, everyone, and good evening. I'm Nate Grendys here in the booth, along with Rocco Peters, bringing you the first game of the 66th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament, brought to you by the Beacon Academy, a fully high school operated broadcast. Rocco, how you doing tonight?
It's going to be a great night of basketball tonight. You got the St. Charles North versus Plainfield East. It's going to be a good matchup today.
I think for sure as well. Ron Johnson, of course, this tournament dedicated after him. He won 21 IHSA regional crowns as well as 2 sectional titles with St. Charles East. And in 1998, Ron Johnson, he was inducted into the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame, just like his father before him. He was also later inducted into the St. Charles Athletics Hall of Fame back in '96. And for the first game of the tournament, it's going to be Plainfield East versus St. Charles North. Both of these teams, they did not have the year they wanted last year, well under 500. Plainfield East, they went 12-20. They were just 2-2 in tournament play here last year. St. Charles North went 1-3 in tournament play and were 7-23 last year. They're both coming off some rough seasons for sure. All right, and before we get started, this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. All right, another one of our season sponsors is Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's express online buying made simple. Visit online at rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Okay. All right, and we're getting pretty close to the start of this one. Should be a great game. For sure. We got Plainfield East taking on St. Charles North. St. Charles North, the North Stars, they are. Rocco, this is your first basketball game in quite some time since the Hinkle Holiday Classic. How you feeling?
Yeah. It feels good to be back on the backcourt. It feels good to be back on the basketball court. You know, announcing these games, I had a lot of fun doing the Hinkle Holiday Classic, and then, you know, now we're back on the basketball court.
And we're just about to get ready for the national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to the first night of the 2025 Ron Johnson Basketball Tournament at St. Charles East High School. Game 1 features the Plainfield East Bengals versus the St. Charles North Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, proper flag etiquette requires that you seesaw conversation. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats and sing along during the playing of the national anthem. At this time, will you please rise as we honor America with the playing of the
Another great national anthem. As always, we get ready for the starters in this one. Of course, you've got Plainfield East. They've got KJ Miller, the 6'7" junior, absolute monster on the court for sure. That will be awesome to see. Without a doubt, you've got Justin Peskowski. He's a 6'1" senior. One thing to look at for the North Stars for St. Charles North, they are a very loaded veteran team. I mean, it is almost a ton of seniors. Both these teams really a lot of seniors on their roster. 11 seniors it is for Plainfield East.
A lot of seniors there, and that's exactly what you want here going into these type of tournaments. You get experience, you know what it's like if you go into these deep rounds, you know what it feels like, and when you get that type of experience, it's really hard to beat well-experienced teams later in the rounds as we go on.
The best ways for all athletes is with encouraging cheers, respectful energy, and pride in wearing school colors. Those who continue to exhibit poor behavior may be asked to leave and also may be denied access to future events.
Thank you for showing your school spirit the right way, with pride, respect, and good sportsmanship. Now, let's all do our part in making this a fantastic night.
And now, let's meet the starting lineups for Plainfield East. At forward, the 6'7" junior, number 1, KJ.
And you see KJ Moore right there. He is going to be, almost everyone's going to be looking at him all over the court. St. Charles North said that that's one of the main guys they got to watch their eyes on all night long. That is, of course, head coach Tom Poulin, who made sure he also graduated right here at St. Charles East High School. Elijah Little also. I mean, you got the 6'5" and 6'4" big men, both seniors, Pobey and Little. They are going to be a big force for sure for Plainfield East.
Yeah, those are some pretty tall players, especially in high school basketball. You really don't see a bunch of teams having 6'4", 6'5", 6'7" bigs.
And you see there, St. Charles North right there. You've got number 3, you've got Nathan Chappell. He's a 6'1" junior. He should be big for them. You got Braden Harms as well, the 6'2" senior. Number 12, that is, of course, Jacob Love, 6'2" guard. 23, you've got Cooper Melican, and of course, lastly, you've got Besnick Medagowski. He's going to be big for them. A very undersized lineup the Stars have for sure. We'll see if Plainfield East takes a big advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a bunch of who can stop the big men down low for the St. Charles North, because it's, I mean, when you got 3 people that are over 6 foot that are in the starting lineup, it's going to be tough for them just to even stop them down low, let alone they have to get off, they have to be able to not let offensive rebounds happen as well. That will be a killer.
I mean, they could really put in a lot of work, and of course, both these teams, they got to give phenomenal hustle. I mean, both these teams, they had a rough season last year. It wasn't how they wanted it, and of course, a couple things of both these coaches. I mean, you've got Tom Poulin for St. Charles North. He's just trying to make sure that they get out in transition, and I mean, that's just going to be big for them, and of course, you've got Plainfield East. Their coach said that they are a very hard-working team, and their biggest thing is to avoid turning over the basketball, which is a killer in any game almost, as we are just about set for the first game of the 66th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. Bringing it up, of course, for Plainfield East. Looking around. They've got, I mean, you just see the size mismatch already. It is extremely big. Down low, shot up, and no good. Pushing up the floor are the North Stars. Stars trying to get something going here, working around the arc. That one nearly stolen away by Miller. Already an early turnover nearly for the Stars. That's Melican who nearly got that poked away from him. The biggest player on this team by far, 6'5", 200 pounds. This one they get down to the Stars. Working around the arc. It's fed inside. Layup hits the bottom of the rim. Here comes KJ Miller in transition. Miller stops. Looking around. Not the best spacing so far for the Bengals. Trying to get something going here. Good defense being played by the Stars. Now on the wing, screen coming from Miller. They go right back to him. Miller the 3. That one off the mark, and they're gonna call. It's gonna be a foul going against Plainfield East. There's a loose ball foul.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. I don't really see a foul there at all. I feel like they were just all going for the ball at that point. That's an interesting call.
First one going to Leslie Pobey. Now pushing up the floor for the Stars, you've got Nathan Chappell. Probably going to see him with the ball the most for the Stars in tonight's game. They go down low though, and there's the first points of the tournament. That is Cooper Melican, a big time bucket there. 2-0 lead for the Stars. A.J. Miller. He said the ball's going to be in his hands a lot tonight. He took a 3-point attempt. This one going down low. They go up and they use the size advantage. A nice bucket there. And going right back inside, and it's another bucket. So it's all being done in the paint early. That one by Besnik Memedowski. Miller's drawing all this attention, and it's working really well. We see the height mismatch again, as well as the size. Miller looking. And the scary pass nearly got away. They said they want to avoid turnovers. Three-pointer. No, off the mark. Offensive rebound. Misses. And a tip in there. Nice job for Plainfield East.
Yeah, Plainfield East really just using their size advantage right now. And it's just...
And you see we're going to have our first free throws of the game there on the drive from Nathan Chappell. A nice drive there. See if we can maybe get a replay on that as we are just under the 6-minute mark. Tied at 4 apiece. Both teams really forcing inside, and you see that great tip in. That's another bucket there. Already all 4 points being scored by Pobey. He had the foul early, but he has absolutely he's dialed in since then. That free throw off the mark. This team was not a great free throw shooting team last year. Trying to get that figured out. Chappell was one of their few bright spots, the 6'1" junior. And he makes the second one to give the Stars the lead. They are yet to trail so far in this game. Miller pushing up the floor. Ball's been in his hands almost all game, except he's got none of their points. Around. We see a little bit of a zone defense going here. There's a deep three from Miller off the back of the rim. And now pushing up the floor are the Stars. Here's a 3-point attempt. That one off the mark. Rebound by the Bengals. And doesn't turn around. They were trying to get it out in transition. And there's the thing that the Tigers wanted to avoid more than anything, turnovers. That's a tough one there for sure.
Yeah, you can't have those type of turnovers. You got to be able to see where the ball is on the court, even when you're running down the court, because that was a really good outlet pass down to number 35, and he just wasn't paying attention.
Could have been some points for sure there. Near the 5-minute mark. Took a 3-point attempt on the last play. This one also off the mark. 2 quick threes early for Jacob Love. Neither fall. There's Miller, his third of the game. That one is no good. Another offensive rebound. Looking, it's going to go off the arm. That is, of course, Melican it goes off of.
They got to be able to get KJ Miller to be able to get down low. That's where he thrives the most, because he's literally a head taller than every single player on St. Charles North as of right now. And they have to be able to get him the ball down low. They got to keep him inside that 3-point line.
You see Chofa with it in the backcourt, trying to get something going. Miller gets it out. It's another 3-point attempt for the Bengals. This one also off the mark. A lot of rebounds early for Braden Harms. He's having a great start. Now going down low, layup up, and it's a good bucket there for Cooper Melican. Bengals driving inside, 2 white jerseys on him, and a nice steal there. It's another turnover. They get it right back, though, and an easy layup. Chofa with his first points of the game. Chappell driving inside, fakes it, gets it away. 3-pointer, Melican, oh yeah! Big time 3 for Cooper Melican.
Yeah, great pass there just to be able to get it right to Melican, wide open for the 3. Great shot.
A great shot indeed. Working around, Miller, is he gonna try again? No, gonna fake the screen, gonna take a step back 3, and he answers. Melican's right back. Cutting the lead to 1 for the Stars. Under 4 to play, St. Charles North leading Plainfield East 10-9 here at the Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. Cutting inside, Melican, no good. Rebound Bengals, pushing up the floor. And almost all the points have been scored inside. That one gonna be a simple personal foul. as they've got 2 subs being ready to come in. That is number 24, Nana Adakora, pardon me. And then also coming in for them is number 2, Cameron Smith, the senior. So let's see what they can get going here. The turnovers, I mean, it was the biggest thing their coach talked about when I talked to him. And so far, they've already got, I think, 2 or 3, and it's just been a little bit of a sloppy game so far for the Bengals.
Yeah, they've been really just a lot of just threes that don't need to be taken at all. They really have not been able to get the ball inside the paint without it being an offensive rebound. That's where they have to be able to score, because they have the size advantage and they also have the weight advantage, it looks like, as well. And that you have to thrive in the paint if you have a size and weight advantage.
Sure. One thing I'm very surprised with, the early exit for Poby, who had a great start. He already had 4 points in this one. Now working around St. Charles North. They also brought a sub in, number 2 for them. This one nearly poked away by Smith. Looking around, that was, pardon me, Miller. Melican working around the arc. Great defense on this possession by the Bengals. They are in a prison and cannot escape. Ball gets poked away in transition. KJ Miller, beautiful pass, layup, no. Offensive rebound, yes. Great job there, Elijah Little in transition. Stars push right back, this one. And it's gonna be on the ground. I don't believe it's gonna be in the air.
Let's take a look at this replay here.
That one just off the mark, but you see the offensive rebounds. You talked about it in the pregame. It could kill them, and so far, it's definitely helped out the Bengals. 1-point lead for them. Chapel looking around. They get it in the corner. Mondesir now looking for the shot. Fakes it. Love working around. 3-pointer. Melican. No. Maybe. No, that's going to be a dead ball as it goes over the backboard.
St. Charles North looking for a full court press here. This is going to be interesting.
I don't hate it at all. You're trying to assert your pressure. I mean, they've really put a lot of, St. Charles North has had very few easy buckets. A lot of their points coming from Melican. 7 of their 10. That one nearly a turnover. Now they push up the floor. That's the problem with the full court press. And I think they're going to be calling a travel. That's the 2nd already. I think that's about the 4th turnover of the game.
Yeah, that was.
That's a tough start. The biggest thing they talked about was turnovers, and KJ Miller's already got 2 of them via the travel. Around, they get it down to Chapel. Nathan Chapel, a big-time player for this Stars roster. Looking around, gets it down low. Melican thought about it. Nice move inside and a nice layup. How about the start for Cooper Melican? He's got 9 of their 12 in this one. 2 subs getting ready to come in for both teams. Driving inside, coast to coast. No, another offensive rebound. Got away from him. Looking around, fakes it. Trying to get it to Miller, they deny him. Looking around, fakes it. Driving inside, a lot of white jerseys in there, and he's gonna get the call. 2 shots coming for Joshua Smith, the 6-foot senior.
Wow. When it get down though, he got down, he drove down, and he tried to go for a layup, didn't go, and he got the rebound, and he went back and he tried again and he got the call. That's how they're gonna be able to win this game. They're going down in the paint and getting some fouls.
For sure. Under the 2-minute mark, we got more subs coming in as Caleb Trent has checked in, as coming back into the game is Braden Harms, and I believe Poby may be coming back in, and no, he's gonna stay on the bench. Here comes second free throw for Smith to try and knot this one up at 12 apiece. I think it's going to be a violation. And it's going to be going against the Tigers. Not a turnover, but just another simple mistake that this team's making early, and it's starting to really hurt them. Luckily, they do only trail by 1 point so far. Mondesir gets it into Harms. And here's Trent, first action for him in this game. You see the press by both these teams playing almost coast to coast. Here's Melican, looks for the 3, takes it! Off the mark, another offensive rebound inside. Melican, quick pass to Harms, driving across the baseline, kicks, Trent, 3, no! And it'll be Plainfield East ball.
That was very, very chaotic. Very chaotic.
Great ball movement by both these teams.
Yes.
I feel like Trent got a pretty good look there just off the iron and a little unlucky bounce, and it was nothing but green jerseys, so no need to try and save that one. Now working on it, we've got Cameron Smith. That one gonna go right off the hands, and it's another turnover for the Bengals.
You just got to catch the ball first, then you go for the shot. He went for the shot a little too early there.
That was Danny Sepulveda. That's painful. Trent pushing up the floor, working on Cameron Smith. Gets a nice screen. We'll see if he gets to Melican. He does. Melican fakes it. Three-pointer. No. Rebound. Another one from Mondesir. He goes up. This one no good. And barely gets it away, the Bengals. They push in transition, looking for a bucket. And that looks like he maybe walked. Another offensive rebound, and
Travel?
no, I think they're gonna call it as an and one opportunity. That was, of course, Adekora. A great effort play. Another offensive rebound. So the turnovers killing them. Offensive rebounds, loving them. I mean, it's about a night and day scenario for the Bengals.
And free throw is good.
No timeout so far in this one. It's been non-stop action for the first 7.5 minutes in this one. Harms pushing up the floor. You've got Jacob Love. He took 2 threes earlier in this game. Been a little bit quiet since, and a lot of threes for St. Charles North, especially Cooper Melican, who's already got 9 for the Stars. Now driving inside, Harms kicks. Melican, good ball movement. Mondesir now. They got 24 seconds left. We'll see if they hold for the last shot of the half. It's a deep three for Love. Oh, yeah! Jacob Love, a huge shot there for the Stars. Now pushing up for the Bengals. Looking around. Trent going to get him on the behind. And it's going to be another foul going towards the Bengals. 5 seconds left in this game. It will be in the first quarter, of course. Score 14-15. The Stars lead. And that was a huge three right there from Jacob Love. A huge momentum swing for sure.
Yeah.
Nice fake. Ball gets away from him. And a full court heave. Nowhere near the mark. That'll do it for the first quarter. The St. Charles North Stars 15. Plainfield East Bengals 14. As we're going to be second quarter action in just about a minute. See if we have any of our sponsors.
Hey. Okay.
Hi, welcome to the Bear Family McDonald's. Thank you.
And you see there one of the many, and one of the biggest ones, probably the Bear Family McDonald's. Of course, one of the biggest season sponsors. You see them there in the top right of our broadcast screen. As we are just about ready to start second quarter action here at the 66th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. Of course, Ron Johnson, a legendary coach here for St. Charles East, and his legacy will obviously live on forever for this tournament. And you see here Harms getting inside. Chappell back in the game. Love had a great end of that first quarter, as most of the starters back in for both of these teams. Here's Love, took a deep three at the end of the first. Driving inside, Harms thought about it, gives Love exactly where he shot it last time, fakes, and that one is gonna be, wow, it's gonna be off of the Stars.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was a little close though, for sure. You see the full court press, Shofa pushing up the floor here for the Bengals. And no call, just some physical basketball there, a little bit of a flop maybe. Shofa gets in the jump, layup, great job there from Shofa, now they push up the floor. Harms. Chapel working around. Yet to get the ball to Melican. Their leading scorer so far in this one, Jacob Love. Their three-point specialist, probably. This one poked away. KJ Miller.
Oh my.
That one, great defense by Milliken. Goes right into a Bengals hand, and I think a foul is going to be called, probably a blocking foul there on Shofa.
I do believe that for KJ Miller, there should have been a foul there.
It was a little close. There was a lot of contact.
There was a lot of contact for a guy that's a lot taller and couldn't make that basket.
I thought he was going to have a chance at dunking it. Maybe.
I thought he was. That's exactly what I thought he was going to do.
Love with it, under 7 to play here in this one. Bengals take the lead back off of a great layup from Shofa. Looking around. Melican takes a three with Miller in his face. What a shot there. You got to watch out behind you. Quick pass in transition. Looking, not great spacing. That three-pointer off the mark. Here come the Stars in transition. Chapel looking around, trying to get the ball. That one, mid-range shot, good! That's a quick 5-point swing for the Stars. How about that shot from Chapel? He's in the scoring column. He's got 3 now. He got his first off the free throw, pardon me.
Yeah.
Chopa screen coming, gets it down low. Povey nearly lost it. Now driving inside, runs right into Povey, and that's going to be a travel. And slow to get up. Luckily appears to be okay. That is Justin Peskowski.
He ran into him pretty hard there.
That's a big man in Leslie Povey,
yeah,
6'5".
he ran right into him.
That one's going to sting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Number 12 in for the first time tonight. That's Cole Grasky. That's, of course, as he guards up here on Chapel. Great defense. Looking around. It's been some very physical, uptight defense, except for KJ Miller. It's been a little bit some lackadaisical. And now they've got the mismatch they want. Love kicks, corner, Harms, no good. A lot of threes early for the Stars. It's helped them for sure. Miller pushing up the floor for the Bengals. Peskowski kicks, three-pointer, Grasky. Oh yeah! A big-time shot there for Cole Grasky, ending the 5-0 run for the Stars. Chapel gets a man to miss. Love working on Peskowski. They've got a 20-19 lead, of course, the North Stars do. .5:20 to play. A big time three that was there for Cole Grasky coming right off the bench. And that's just a coach's dream for a player that hasn't played all game. He gets a huge shot there for the Bengals.
Yeah, you just came right in the game and made the shot. That's how you get it right there. That's how you get started.
Sure, that one nearly poked away. Nice job there holding on as Hyson Scott. Trying to get it down low to Povey, they deny it. Peskowski, the three, no. And it's gonna be a interesting buzzer horn. That one, he's gonna be last touched by the North Stars. I don't know why you touched that if you're St. Charles North. Maybe he tipped it and he's trying to get it back.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get it back, and it just like rolled a little too much on him.
Sure. This is a little close. 4:56 to play. KJ Miller to the inbound. They get it to Miller. This three-pointer as he's fouled! And 1 4-point play opportunity! Or is that an air ball?
No, he switched that.
Oh, okay. I just didn't see the score update.
Yeah,
I was just
he
making
switched
sure.
that. He
What a
switched that.
shot there for KJ Miller. An absolute bucket. He's been big so far. We knew he was going to be the focal point, as he's already got possibly 7 points if he can hit another shot here.
That was an awesome shot. He hand right in his face and swished it, and the and one.
See if he can hit the free throw here to give him a 3-point lead. Make it a very nice 7-0 swing for the Bengals. It's been a game of runs so far. Nathan Chappell pushing up the floor. In the game for the first time there, you've got number 15 for the North Stars. Looking around. Couple moves, doesn't get anything going. They get it down to Chappell. Big three, decides to shoot it, well off the mark. Grasky gets the rebound, foul called on Love. That's Ansh Sawan, who's in for the first time in this one, number 15 that is for St. Charles North. Pushing up the floor, you've got Elijah Little, 6'4" big man. Got big man on big man action. That one nearly poked away. Can't do it, another three for Miller. He's feeling hot! A big time three there, 26-20, it's a 10-0 run for Plainfield East. Does St. Charles North have an answer? When they have, it's been Milliken, and he does it again.
Seems as if Milliken is going to have to be the backbone right now until someone else gets hot and they can run around with other people.
That gets away though. Chappell, he's got Love in transition, loses the ball. It's going to stay with the North Stars, but he had Jacob Love with an easy layup. I think the Plainfield East defended that pretty well though.
I was going to say, I don't know if he would have been able to get off a pass anywhere. There was really no angle he was able to get a pass off.
See, there's another big time three. KJ Miller has a little bit of an unorthodox three-pointer
Yeah.
shot. But there's Love. He takes another one to answer, cannot. Got two to answer. This one in transition, Elijah Little off the mark, offensive rebound, Pobey! And foul called on, that is Jacob Love.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just throw the ball down to Pobey, down at any of the blocks right there, and he'll end up getting a bucket. He's so physical, and he can bounce off anybody, and it seems as if he can get any rebound he pleases.
I will say, Jacob Love, I mean, the kid being at the size he is for a guard, 6'2", he's got a whole lot of muscle on him. I mean, he's put everything out there. You see Milliken exiting for the first time in tonight's game. Yet to see KJ Miller come out. That's not a huge surprise. As the coach said, that's their main guy, that they put the ball in their hands and hope to win them games this season. And so far, he's doing that early. He's got 10 points for the Bengals. Little to go 2 of 2 at the line. That one off the mark. Here come the North Stars. Chappell all over him. Smith got a little bit caught in the dark. Love thought about it, trying to get it down low. They do. Mondesir gets it to Chappell. Nearly poked away. I think it's, and no, it's going to be last touch by Chappell. How about Plainfield East in this second quarter, man? It's like a whole. It's like a whole new team.
Yeah, no more sloppy turnovers. They're playing really good offense right now, but this defense has been exceptional right now. I mean, they are forcing havoc right now for this St. Charles North offense.
Sure. Looking around is Tyson. Gets it down low, fakes, layup, shot, hits the floor hard. And watch that. Chappell, Love, thought about it, had an open man all the way on the other wing. Now driving inside, layup. That one a little bit of an unorthodox shot. And he's going to fall over. That's a little bit of a ticky-tacky call right there, I'd say, on Besnick Memedowski.
Yeah, I would say it could go either way. You know, you could call a push, or you could call that he just kind of fell over on his own 2 feet. But
it's
a little
close for sure.
It's very close.
When it's right in front of the ref like that, he's going to call it every single time. That's just a tough break there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
A little bit of foul trouble so far for the North Stars. You've got Milliken and Memedowski both with 2 fouls early in this one. Plainfield East has been almost foul-free in this second quarter. His 3-point attempt off the mark, and it will stay with the Bengals. Everything going their way so far in this second quarter.
Now that one, that definitely hit off of Hyson Scott on Plainfield East.
That's what I saw as well.
He smacked it with his
Miller,
backhand.
same spot. That one off the mark. Offensive rebound, pokes away. Looking, runs right into a man. That one into no man's land. Ball saved. Now pushing up the floor. They've got numbers. Wide open in the corner. Good defense. Fakes it. Chappell, mid-range, is in. He gets a nice friendly bounce. 2-point lead for the Bengals. Hyson Scott drives inside, and it's going to be another call going against the North Stars.
Hey, what a great job by Hyson Scott to be able to get down and draw a foul, and he's got 2 shots now.
Here comes the free throw for Hyson Scott, that is. 2:37 to play. Scott with a nice free throw there. Second one coming for Plainfield East. I mean, just when you think the Stars are going to make, the North Stars are going to make a run, I mean, they've answered every time. And there's the first time tonight we see a player go 2 of 2 at the line. 28-24, now your score. Leaves a Bengal in the dust. All the way, Harms, no! And I think it's, wow. That's going to stay with the North Stars. I don't know if that touched a green jersey.
I don't believe that touched a green jersey either. I believe that was all blue, but we're not the one making the calls.
That one, an interesting pass, leads to a transition play. All the way is Little. A nice layup there. Chappell pushing up the floor. Great defense. How about the effort? Oh my, Cameron Smith. Oh, they want the travel. I think they should have got it. Now Miller pushing up the floor. Great outlet pass. This one up. And I think it's going to be more free throws coming. Wow, I mean, the effort from Cameron Smith. Oh my,
he went down full court, back and forth, full effort. I mean, that was just.
He's putting everything on the line.
Yeah, and that's how you want to play. You want to come out firing and show that you're going to be a tough team to play against, and that's exactly how you want to start it off these types of tournaments.
He's come off the bench, and it's been almost impossible for the Bengals to take this guy out. That free throw, no good. I mean, they haven't missed many free throws in this game. That's another big reason why they're doing so well and maintaining a 6-point lead as we got just under 2 to play here in the second quarter. Second one from Smith, well off the mark, no rim touched. Inbound coming for Mondesir and the North Stars.
Oh, four-court press here from Plainfield East. It's going to get interesting now.
They want to make sure that they end this second half in the best way possible. Chappell pushing up the floor, 2 green jerseys, splits them, driving, wide open man, nice move, and he takes a mid-range shot well off the mark, right into the hands of Scott. Pushing up the floor, looking for Miller. KJ Miller thought about it, didn't shoot it. Now here's Scott. Trying to get it down low, they cannot. That one poked away. In transition, Harms, easiest layup of the day. Those are some of the hardest shots to make, though, I will say. And for the first time today, we've got a stoppage of play. And this timeout is brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes for all of your heating and cooling needs, contact Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes.
This is where it's very important to be able to get some points here. Final minutes here of the second half. You want to end off going off the first half strong, and then coming into that second half being able to fire and staying hot.
I'm St. Charles North. I'm trying to do everything we can here to possibly take the lead, or just do not let Plainfield East get away with this one. Because KJ Miller, he has been on fire in this quarter. I mean, I just straight up believe that Plainfield East has out-hustled the North Stars in this quarter, but it's only a 4-point lead. This game is, it's going to come down to the wire for sure.
Yeah, I mean, St. Charles North is playing very physical right now.
There's Miller on that left wing again! You might as well just put it in the stat sheet already every time he fires from there. This one going inside, Mondesir, his first shot of the game is good. 5-point lead now for the Bengals.
Go find KJ Miller.
Driving inside, kicking down low, and what a layup there! How about the offense? Oh my, that was Sebaluda. Nathan Chappell, and that one, I mean, the effort from Cameron Smith is firing up this entire Plainfield East bench, and for good reason. What a job there, clearly extending with the arm.
Yeah, and honestly, way to sell it a little bit there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you go down on the floor, hit the floor nice and hard, and that's how you sell it. Great job. I mean, effort is just more than 100%. It's awesome.
Cameron Smith came off the bench with about 5 minutes left in the first quarter. He is now just coming out. Only player that's been in longer is KJ Miller. And there's another foul going against the North Stars. That one going to be charged to Jack Leigel.
Yeah, they're getting a little greedy now. St. Charles North is almost like we're causing turnovers, so we need to force some turnovers on our end, and it's really hard for this St. Charles North team to force turnovers when you got people that are 4 to 5 inches taller than their whole entire team.
East now in the bonus. That's definitely going to be something to watch out for near the end of this half. As maybe, I mean, you got to really don't be handsy against the Tigers. Here's the thing, I would be shocked if we see the North Stars even remotely let it go near 20 seconds before they shoot the ball. They're going to probably wind this whole clock down and take the final shot of the half. 35 seconds left, no shot clock, of course, is IHSA basketball rules. See what happens here, 34-9 to play in the half. They get it to Love. They're going to do a full court press to avoid just that. Pushing up the floor is Nathan Chappell. They get it across the timeline. Now they should be just fine. What a pass there. Harms kicks, fakes, three-pointer. That one off the mark. Rebound by Mondesir. He looks in, down low. Harms makes it. They've got 15 seconds left. Running clock. Last shot coming here most likely. Elijah Little's got it. He looked for KJ Miller. No! That one well off the mark. Mondesir, they've got 2 seconds. Harms at the horn. Didn't get it off in time. Off the backboard. So that'll do it for the first half. Plainfield East 36, St. Charles North 30. We'll be back in a while.
All right, bingo.
Got Boz yapping in the background, yapping on the broadcast. I guarantee what happened. It's because I told Boz to stop talking to me. He turned it off down there, and that's why he felt like he can't hear it. Probably. Let's go to the hospitality tab. Oh, I'm pissed.
He tried to purposely piss us off.
some sloppy basketball early. Melican nearly lets it get away from it. Didn't play a lot in that second quarter. That one well off the mark. Uncanny for him. Shofa. Now getting it away for the Bengals. They kick to the corner. KJ Miller, three-pointer, well off the mark. Oh my, these teams come out a little bit cool. And there's a nice layup there for Shofa. 38-30 lead for the Bengals.
Yeah, what a great drive there from Shofa. Just took it straight to the basket, right off the glass. Great layup.
Pelican gets to the jump a couple times. They're going to call travel there. I guess probably didn't keep that pivot foot set.
He called it travel? And St. Charles North coming in with a full court press here, it looks like now. Although they've been doing this for what it seems they did it most of the second quarter, and it really wasn't working that well.
And wow, a very early timeout. We saw just one the whole first half, and now we're a little under a minute into this one, and we've already got a very quick timeout here called by St. Charles. And this timeout is brought to you by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's express online buying made simple. Visit online at rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. One of the many sponsors here with the Beacon Academy. Hello everyone, I'm Nate Grendys along with Rocco Peters. We're bringing you some high school basketball here at the 66th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. It is a great day to be here for sure. Basketball is personally my favorite sport to call. I mean, I just love the nonstop action. So far, we've got a great game. 38-30 Bengals, and that's why, man, a quick 4-point sprint for the Bengals. That's just not how Coach Pooler wanted to start this second half.
Definitely not. No, I mean, he said right out the gate that he wanted that the Stars just be able to come out firing, and they're not doing that right now. And they need to. I mean, right after just one sloppy play, steals it, gets a free, easy layup. It's not very good.
And to continue the stoppage of play, we bring you Wise Guys Pizzeria of South Elgin. For the best pizza in town, it's Wise Guys Pizzeria. Check out their new and improved online ordering system at I'mAWiseGuy.com. See their catering menu online for parties or any occasion. It's all there at I'mAWiseGuy.com. One of our newer season sponsors. We got 7:13 to play, inbound coming for the Tigers. Elijah Little to do it. This one inbounding, you've got up the floor, Chopa. Chopa looking around, gets it to Miller. What defense there from Harms, he's all over it. Working around the arc. A lot of threes in the first half for this Bengals team. Big reason why they're up by 8 points for 3-point shooting and the performance from KJ Miller. This mid-range shot doesn't get a friendly bounce. Harms pushing up the floor. How about, I mean, the amount of rebounds that Braden Harms has in this game, it's a lot for sure. He has filled that stat sheet.
Yeah, for being a guard, he's really getting down, getting boards, defensive. He's even trying to get an offensive boards like he did right there. Almost came up with it.
Haskowski got it here, working on Harms. Now Chofa at the top of the key, trying to reset this offense. Probably get a play going for Miller. They do just that, KJ Miller. His spot, of course, is that left wing. Wow, it's going to be an offensive foul or maybe a travel. We immediately saw the referee go the other way.
That was.
Wonder what happened there.
Yeah, I didn't see any offensive fouls, but it was also very hard for me to see with the monitor kind of right there.
It was definitely close. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Yeah. Just over the 6-minute mark, North Stars trailing by 8. Chaplin, look at Arms wanted it, he gets it. Cooper Nelligan had a huge first quarter, 9 in that first quarter. He's got just 5 sets, 14 points on the game. Arms driving inside, Love looking, he drives inside, and no foul call, offensive rebound. Love gets it away, nearly lost it, was the North Stars, and
what happened there?
Yeah, I think we got a loose ball foul going. That's a loose ball foul going against Leslie Pope.
It's very, very confusing was what some of the refs were calling.
Caleb Trent coming into the game for the North Stars. Inbound coming. Coming up. is rejected by Povey near the last touch time. Surprised he didn't try to save that himself. I mean, he had a chance for sure.
And they switched it to green ball. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty close, and I think they just had a little bit of a conversation to make sure, and I think it's another timeout being called here by the Stars.
Wow, I mean, just...
The North Stars.
Yeah. Wow, it's just a lot of havoc right now going on. I mean, it's the same thing that happened to start the game. There was a lot of just havoc, straight havoc.
Another timeout, probably going to be meeting another one of our season sponsors. We'll have to see which one that'll be. We've got 5:40 to play. Bengals lead 38-30. KJ Miller versus Cooper Melican. I mean, that's like the main matchup so far in this one for sure. I mean, it's just been these two going at it. 13 for Miller. You've got 14 for Melican, but he's been really quiet since that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, he was hot in that first quarter. He was making threes from all over the place. He just couldn't miss for a little bit. So then the second quarter, it was all KJ's quarter. He took that 1-3, and he just couldn't miss. And 3 and 1, another 3. And I mean, he was making some plays, making baskets. He was doing everything for them right there.
One thing I will say, the hustle and effort by these Plainfield East teams since that first quarter, they've avoided turning over the football for the basketball for the most part, and it's just been absolutely huge for them. Just getting that ball out in transition, and their three-point shooting has been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, get the three ball going for anyone, and I mean, Plainfield East is going to be very successful.
Chance to extend their lead to double digits here. Chofa working on Martin. And that one is going to be, wow, they're going to say last touch by the North Stars. That was, wow. That's a tough break.
Wow.
For St. Charles, no, I think the refs are going to come in and have a little bit of a conversation. Great call there. Far one says he didn't really see it, trusts the guy. And, all right, they changed the call. No, they keep it as how it is. Wow, I'm very surprised. No, pardon me. So North Stars got the ball how it should have been. All right, perfect.
Yes.
So they had a little bit of agreement just to make sure, and the right call is made.
Yup.
Looking around, trying to get something going. Harm trying to get it down low to Melican. Great defense by Miller. Superstar matchup there. That one pokes away. KJ Miller in transition, and he slams it home. KJ Miller. What a dunk.
I'm surprised number one really just kind of stood there and let him just dunk on him like that. That was very, very weird.
And nice effort there from Harms. Offensive rebound, no good. Now Chofa pushing up the floor. Nearly got away from him. Does not. KJ Miller, that pass nearly took out the Gatorade cart.
I mean, that should have been more points for him right there just from hitting the Gatorade cart. I'd give him 4. It'd be a 4 ball right there. Instead of a 3, just give him 4.
Pretty close to doing it. So, 10-point lead for the Bengals. That dunk from Miller is just going to be demoralizing. They need a 3 or something big to go their way, the North Stars do. But the defense from the Bengals not allowing so. Braden Harms driving inside. This one, the hand on the back is what they're going to call right there on Leslie.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised by the foul, but I feel like it's a little pushy.
I mean, when you have when you have a full hand on their back and you're trying to reach over there, they're going to call that every time. It's almost like a pass interference in football. When you have the contact on there, but you still make the play, they're going to call it every time.
Yeah, I mean, just with the way they've been playing at all today, you'd think that they'd call a little less. I mean, it feels like this has been a very physical game of basketball.
I will say, this free throw, I mean, these free throws, they completely, for a second, hold the momentum for Plainfield East, and that's just big, because KJ Miller has 15 points. We got 4:36 to play, and this game is nowhere near over. I mean, they hit the second free throw. It's an 8-point game. Braden Harms, a big one here if he can hit it, which I believe he definitely can. One of the better free throw shooters on this North Stars roster. This one off the mark, and a great rebound there out of Cora. Now down low. There's KJ Miller. That one going to be off the hand of Melican, and he couldn't save it. That one's going to sting for sure.
Yeah.
As Miller was about to rip one to that corner.
Yeah, that had some speed on it.
Without a doubt. KJ Miller gets it down low. 4:23 to play. Driving inside. That one, beautiful layup with the left hand. What touch Now going inside. That shot well off the mark. No call. No, they're going to call it. They're going to call from the far side. That one.
They called a foul?
It was pretty physical defense. I think it was a little close.
They called a foul?
I mean, the acting job, probably a little bit of that. Mondesir, he made sure to get that call, and he got it.
Yeah.
4:09 to play. These free throws going to try and keep the North Stars in this game, and he makes it. Nice job there. Mondesir, he's got 3 in this game now.
Yeah, if they realize that the refs are going to start calling now, might as well try and sell a couple of these calls and get some more points back and get this, try and make a comeback here.
A lot of games are won at the free throw line, and so far, I mean, these teams are pretty much dead even. And couldn't go 2 for 2, goes right through 2 North Star jerseys. Chofa pushing up the floor. KJ Miller is yet to come out of this game, by the way. He has played 20 straight minutes of high school basketball. That is just absolutely grueling, especially for a tournament. Very surprised. That one off the mark. Rebound by Mondesir. Caleb Trent. And they're going to call a travel there. Probably just didn't get that pivot foot set. They're going to call that every time.
That was close. That one I could see going either way, but a little iffy of a call. St. Charles North trying to get this lead to stop as much as they possibly can. Have to get a stop here.
Biggest thing you want to avoid, number 1, not another KJ Miller dunk, because that would just be unbelievably demoralizing. But also an open 3, Paskowski off the mark. That would have blown the roof off of this place for Plainfield East. Now Trent pushing up the floor, looking to get something going, cannot.
Yeah.
They've got 3:35 to play. Inbound coming for Trent. Got a little bit of stoppage in place. Sub out Chofa, a little bit slow to get up. Not what you want to see. 3:35 to play. Love working on Paskowski. Looking around. Mulligan and Melican and Love, they almost look like the same guy. That one, that's just bully ball from the guard. Jacob Love, what a job there.
That's how
right
you get
over the
physical. Yeah, that's how you get physical right there.
For
You
sure.
show them, you bully them down there, and you tell them, hey, you're bullying us right now, but we'll bully back.
KJ Miller. No, that would have been absolutely huge for Plainfield East. A 3-pointer for the North Stars cuts it to a 5-point game. You got to expect that's what they're hunting for. Instead, it's going to be a layup, and it's rejected by Miller. Offensive putback, no good from Mondesir. KJ Miller putting on a highlight reel. Paskowski, oh yeah! What a shot there! Justin Paskowski. That one gonna get away. And they're gonna say it's last touched by Elijah Little. Another timeout by the North Stars. And just when you think they're gonna claw their way back, the Bengals say, nuh-uh.
No,
timeout.
no. It's not the Bengals. It's not the Bengals. It's KJ Miller who will claw back.
What a block.
The boom off that backboard.
He sent that
sounded
ringing off the glass.
That was
Chapel,
loud.
Nice stop and pop. No good. And he flirts with that line, and it's going to be another turnover. Plainfield East talks about not turning over the football. I think St. Charles North is going to have to worry about that.
Yeah, it's not a football. It's a basketball, though.
Oh, my gosh. I said it again. Dang.
We got to get used to it, Nate. It's the first game of the year.
2:30. Pushing up the floor. Can't turn over the basketball as much as they are. Looking around. Great defense by Braden Harms. And that one avoids the... I mean, he played very light defense there. And a nice bucket for sure. Chapel lost it. Another turnover. Going to be a kickball violation. We'll see which way it's going to be going. And it's going to be going, just like how we've been saying all night, the Bengals' way.
Yeah, I mean, it's just silly turnovers right now. I mean, it's almost as if the North Stars are playing like how Plainfield East was playing in that first quarter. I mean, just a lot of sloppy turnovers, very, very sloppy basketball.
And see what's going on here. Might be a tech.
Technical?
I don't really know. They're just having to stop to play. I think it's just a foul. We'll have to see what it is. No, that's just going to go against Plainfield. They have 5 fouls in the quarter already, so they're
Why are they shooting free throws?
No, it is, so it's going to be a technical foul. That's what we thought it was. Love's shot, and he capitalizes on it. Nice job there. Second one coming. That's a flagrant, no, technical fouls too.
No,
Free throws,
no,
yep,
technical fouls
technicals.
make one, miss one.
Yep, make one, miss one, and he makes the second one, and I believe they keep the possession of the ball. Probably just said a little something, and I mean, when you do it right in front of the ref like that, you're going to call for it every time. So,
What did he do, though?
I think he probably just said something that the ref didn't
Yeah,
like
that's what
very
I was
much.
going to say. Did he say something?
I didn't see anything physical going on.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was going to say.
Here's Mondesir, looking, gives to Harms. Harms driving inside through multiple defenders. What defense! KJ Miller pushing up the floor, layup inside. They get a man flying, and it's an easy layup for Adakora. Now Chappell trying to push it up the floor. Runs into a body of Green. Another turnover. KJ Miller. And this time it's going to be an and one. KJ Miller. Give him 17 on the night.
He is absolutely ridiculous right now. He is hot.
So now this one would make it a 16-point lead for the Bengals. If he makes it 52-16 would be your score. The only problem that I'd say Plainfield has had this quarter is probably foul trouble. KJ Miller has 18 points in this ball game. He has been unreal. Chappell, wide open man is Harms. Sees him two-way. What a save there. He got left in the dust, makes a big play. Now driving inside, Hyson Scott. This layup, no good. Rebound by Mondesir. Harms pushing up the floor. Chappell thought about it, gives. Melican didn't take it. This layup, no good. Another miss for the North Stars.
Really good defense here from Plainfield East. I mean, they have just been locking them down. Every single shot that St. Charles North has taken has been contested and has been contested heavily. Absolutely amazing job.
One player that's not really going to show up in the stat sheet a lot. He's got 0 points, matter of fact, but like the game I've seen from Cameron Smith.
Oh yeah,
it's been unreal.
I would give him defensive player of the game if that was a thing.
He's just been putting it all out there and doing everything he can for this team. You can tell he loves the game of basketball, and he's had a very felt performance. No one more than KJ Miller, though. He's got 18 points in this ball game. Cooper Melican has been shut out in this second half, however. They're in the bonus. I believe that's their 6th foul, so free throws coming from Jacob Luff. He hit both off the technical foul. See what he can do here. And I thought KJ Miller was coming out of the game for the first time tonight. I believe he's fine. No, he's coming out for the first time tonight. And you gotta give the guy a little bit of a break. I mean, he's played every.
Wow.
That one is good. Nice job
KJ
there.
Miller has another pair of shoes in his hands, it appears to be. No.
That's a towel, I believe.
That's a pretty interesting towel.
Looking around, Cameron Smith nearly stolen. They get it down low, quick hands, and nothing gonna happen. Gonna remain Bengals ball.
St. Charles North's getting very handsy right now, trying to get anything they can.
Yeah, I know. It's only a 14-point game. This game's nowhere near over.
No, but they definitely got to stop this momentum right now because it is all the way Plainfield East.
And nice job there. That'll help. Wide open layup, and that's just a simple mistake. See KJ Miller come out of the game. Bad things happen immediately. Hyson Scott gives to Cameron Smith. What an effort he's had in this game. Had the tough turnover. That one, smart play, and if Mondesir kept that, it was going to be a wide open layup for Harms. But it's going to remain Bengals ball.
Yeah, I mean, St. Charles North now going with that trap. It seems like every time they're getting towards the corner trap, I mean, it's getting smart because it's really pressuring these Plainfield East point guards right now into making just really bad mistakes, and it's been working so far.
Bengals lead 52-40 in this one. We've got 28-9 to play, and I believe they're in timeout. I believe it's a timeout before the end of this third quarter. Might be a timeout for the Tigers. The Bengals. I have to see what it is. No, just a little bit of a break, make sure everything's good. Little huddle. And now we're just under the 30-second mark. 52-40. Plainfield East leads. Justin Paskowski to the inbound. Can St. Charles North end this quarter strong? And they are not allowing anything. What defense? Adekora gets away. Paskowski's got it now. 25 seconds. Justin Paskowski hit that demoralizing three. And that one gets away. Harms. And that's going to be a travel. He stepped with it, lost the ball, just threw it in front of him. I mean, now that's going to get called every time. That's a tough mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good call. It's going to get very, very, very confusing for these North refs, for the coaches.
This one goes up top. Ooh, Melican could have definitely stolen that one. You've got Little working on Melican. Big man move, and what a spin move lay for Elijah. Now, pushing up the floor, Harms, one-footer, oh yeah! Braden Harms at the horn, and that's what you need. A shot like that cuts it to 11 going into this fourth. They've got a good amount of momentum now. They just got to make sure they can keep the Bengals at bay.
Yeah, I mean, right now, anything to stop them.
And we just review some of the stats in this one. I mean, Cooper Melican, he's got 14 points. Number 23, that is, for St. Charles North. He's been big for sure. I mean, and KJ Miller had that crazy dunk that blew the roof off this place. He's got 18 points in just the, we're not near the fourth quarter. And who knows, he might be like Shea Alexander, who might just sit the whole fourth. I mean, especially if this game gets away from St. Charles North like it definitely could, you never know. But that three from Harms is absolutely huge. And before we start this fourth quarter, this Stoppage of Play is brought to you by Tom the Plumber, Inc. It's a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing, service, and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumber.com. Or give him a call at 847-513-3971. That's 847-513-3971. Rocco, what do you think St. Charles North is going to have to do to try and somehow find a way to make just a historic comeback in this one?
They are going to have to play some very hard defense. No, they're going to have to smother off the ball, on the ball. You're going to have to cause some type of havoc for Plainfield East.
Three, Love. Oh, that would have been big. Nice rebound from Melican. Cooper Melican yet to score in the half. Braden Harms had that huge three. Looking, kicks, wide open man. Chappell, his first attempt, well off the mark. Saves, goes right back to a white jersey, and the layup's good. And just like that, the lead is down to single digits. 54-45 your score. 7.5 to play. Shofa back in the game after the injury. Pushing up the floor. KJ Miller, he's getting ready to check back in for the Bengals. Looking around, Hyson Scott. Thought about it, doesn't take it. No one wants to shoot the ball, but going right at him, Elijah Little. And catch that pivot foot at bay. Jofa, mid-range shot. And no good. Gonna be an over-the-back called on Jacob Love.
Yeah, definitely he just jumped a little bit too early to where he was just gonna go right over the top of his head to grab that board.
And a terrifying sight for everyone. KJ Miller's back in the ball game after a little bit of a rest on the bench for the first time today. Got a stoppage of play here. I believe this one is actually a timeout. And the stoppage of play is brought to you by our last of the season sponsors, Daryl Barnes Photography, the Beacon Academy's very own. For portraits, family photos, graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. For all of your photographic needs, contact Daryl Barnes Photography. You can find Daryl Barnes online at darylbarnesphotography.com.
New defensive plan for St. Charles North. Stop KJ Miller at all costs.
But this is, I mean, it's a pretty good start to the half. They got a nice layup there. I mean, a couple of shots, but great effort. Nice gift given to Mondes here, and he's been great ever since. I mean, pretty much the start of this ballgame. He came off the bench, actually,
Yeah,
I
don't
believe.
think he's gone out since, has
No, I don't know why you would. He's done everything he can for this team. Cooper Melican, though, you got to get him going if you're the North Stars. I mean, clearly the guy who runs this offense.
It seems as if Plainfield East has figured out how to stop Cooley Milliken, though.
I would definitely agree with you on that one. Looking around, trying to get it to Miller. He's calling for it. And down low they go. Poobie! No, and a tip-in. Nice and easy.
It's Poobie with the tip-ins. That's all he gets is tip-ins, and it's awesome. That's how you play basketball.
Yeah, Leslie Poobie, a huge one there. Looking around, Love fakes it, driving inside. A muscle bucket again. No. Rebound, Shofa. Pushing up the floor. He's got Miller in the wing. Doesn't give it to him. They go down low. Man on it. No. Tip in. No. Ball. And it will be kept alive. That foot right on the line.
Wow,
Shofa.
that was close. That was very close.
Nice job there. Shofa driving up the floor. Layup. Good. Shot there. Harms wanted a foul. Feet were not set.
Yeah, you got Braden Harms asking for a foul.
And they might be talking about it. Believe they are. 6 minutes to play. Plainfield East Bengals 58. St. Charles North Stars 45. I have no idea what that foul means.
Yeah, I don't know what that hand motion is. I've never ever seen that hand motion. I've seen plenty of basketball games in my life.
5:58 to play. Nathan Chappell, what can he do here? Looking around, trying to get it down low to Milliken. What a job to deny by the Bengals. Fakes, Harms, mid-range shot, no! Rebound by Plainfield East. Shofa slowing things down. He runs into a trap, gets it away.
Yeah.
And they're gonna call a foul there. I believe it's on Mondesi.
That's a great call.
I know it's gonna be on Nathan Chappell.
Yeah, that's a great call. That's a call that needed to be made.
And you see here on the replay, I mean, a little close there for sure.
Yeah, very close.
Inbound coming for Plainfield East. KJ Miller trying to get back going again. He sat on the bench for just a little bit. Not great spacing here by Plainfield East. Now they set up a nice job. This one kicking, wing, Miller, no! Rebound by Trent. They push it up the floor. Cooper Milliken driving, layup, good! Whoa. And wanted the block clearly was Leslie Pope. And all of a sudden, you blink, and it is an 11-point game. They cut it to single digits. It hasn't been like that since, but nice bucket there, cuts it to 11.
Poobie almost blocked that.
And
someone who has been serving the Elgin community and is a Factory Bryant certified company. Look no further. Custom Heating and Cooling have been serving the Elgin area for over 20 years, and it would be our pleasure to serve you.
One thing that I think makes us special is that we go the extra mile for each and every one of our customers. From the time the phone rings, booking of the appointment, to our technician showing up, to the job being completed, we do whatever it takes to make sure that our customers are 100% satisfied.
Custom Heating and Cooling focuses on you and your needs, and we won't rest until you're satisfied. From maintenance to installations, Custom has you covered. Call 847-622-7483 to schedule your service today. Custom Heating and Cooling, trained, reliable, trustworthy.
nice commercial there for Custom Heating and Cooling, one of the many season sponsors here with the Beacon Academy. We've got 5:14 to play. Inbound coming for Mondesi. And no, pardon me, it's KJ Miller to do so. And full court press here. St. Charles North trying to give it everything they've got to try and get in the win column to start the tournament. Plainfield East more in the driving seat. KJ Miller, the main reason why. He's got 18 of their 58. Miller thought about it. Looking around the arc. Trent. Now, you've got Miller working on Milliken. Down low. And that's going to be, I think it was just tipped away by Jacob Love.
Yeah, I don't know why the refs hesitated on which way to point that. That
Looked
seemed
pretty obvious, yeah.
very obvious.
Oh, he's got a make sure. These refs clearly use each other to help each other out. That's going to be a quick foul called on Braden Harms.
That fouls on Northstar's number 5, Brady Harms, his second team third.
4:50 to play. Working around, Melican all over him. And nearly got one, could not. AJ, now you've got to watch a little. Open man is Justin Paskowski. Kicks, Miller, shot! No, well off the mark. And it will be St. Charles North basketball. 4:36 to play. Plainfield East 58, St. Charles North 47.
This has been some very sloppy 2 minutes of basketball. Pass.
Looking around, trying to get something going. Melican. And they get it to Harms. Braden Harms. Melican hasn't shot a three since the first half of the game. Caleb Trent. He's going to let it fly. Trent shot off the mark and short. The 11-point lead staying at bay. The shot off the mark. It's the second time we've seen that today.
A little too much power.
Elijah Little, just a little too much on it. 4:05 to play, 58-47 your score. Plainfield East winning. Trent, working up the floor. I mean, Cameron Smith, they're up by 11 points, and he's still giving everything he's got. This is a coach's dream.
Yeah,
Trent
he's playing great defense.
gets it. Harms, Melican, three-point shot. They needed it, and they get it. 8-point game. If you're Plainfield East, you do not want to let this one get away from you. Now Paskowski pushing up the floor. And
the play clock is broken?
no, I believe it's just a timeout.
I don't. Timeout? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm pretty sure.
Play clock is broken.
Ah. Gotcha. Trying to figure that out. Got 3:39 to play. Plainfield East leading 58-50. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, this has been a very back and forth game, and at times it feels like Plainfield East was up by like 35 points, but they were only up by as much as
Maybe like 18.
18. Yeah, I mean, great job by St. Charles North to now cut it back down to 8. That's how you fight in basketball. You just, no matter how big the lead is, you can always come back.
For sure, and before we come back, gotta get a quick one off. This game is brought to you by the main season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our area and community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Pulling up the floor, you've got KJ Miller. Looking around, thought about it, doesn't take it. And what a pass, Chofa, great eyes. Here's Paskowski, deep three, off the mark, offensive rebound, Chofa. KJ Miller, he's gonna let it fly. That one also off the mark, another offensive rebound. Chofa was wide open. Almost looks like they're letting them shoot these threes. Trying to get it down low, they do just that. Povey fakes, open man is Little, doesn't take it, nearly poked away. Chofa driving inside, layup, good! That one's gonna hurt for sure, under 3 to play. Double-digit lead from Plainfield East. Caleb Trent nearly tripped. Love gives to Melican, you gotta score quick here. Can't have a long possession. 2:44 to play. Love, Melican, deep three, blocked by KJ Miller.
Who else would it be?
Who else?
I mean,
2:30 to play. Miller in the corner, whips one down low, and gonna be on the floor. I believe he's gonna be going against Melican. That's his third.
That last foul's on the North Stars.
2:25 to play in this ball game.
St. Charles North complaining a lot right now about what some of these calls have been made. I'm not disagreeing
I was
with them
gonna say,
at times.
they've been very handsy with these calls. that's what you see a lot in high school basketball.
Yeah.
Paskowski driving inside. Leia doesn't get the friendly bounce. He's on the floor and nearly saved it. Was Plainfield East.
Did they just say that was Plainfield East?
Yes, so.
Okay. Oh, Plainfield East is going to take that as a gift.
Have to see here, and oh, that is a... Okay, KJ Miller. Looking, goes up top for a boss. Now he's working on him, and that's going to be a charge. You can tell he baited it right into it, and he fell into the trap of Besnick Memedowski.
Yeah, he bullied him twice, and then he was like, I'll just fall.
You can tell he wanted him to hit him again. Perfect feet set. Great job there, and you knew Povey knew it right away.
Yeah, the second he fell, Povey knew.
They get it to Chappell. Haven't seen him in a while. Nathan Chappell pushing up the floor. They got to score quick if they want to have a chance. Melican probably going to be the guy to do it. At one, poked from behind by KJ Miller. Heads up play. I think Paskowski with a little more effort might have that basketball right now.
Yeah, what a great effort right there.
2:01 to play.
Got a little Dennis Rodman action, take a nice dive at it.
There's a three. Love, they need it, and they get it! Now a 7-point game. When they've needed a shot, it's been Caleb Love and Cooper Milliken, pardon me. Cameron Smith. Miller. Got to be careful with the ball here. They get it down to Cameron Smith. And it's going to be a foul called on Memedowski. That's his fourth. So, flirting with foul trouble all over. Jacob Love, Memedowski, and Melican all over 3 fouls in this one. 1:42 to play in this one. Plainfield East 60, the North Stars 53. Smith, some big free throws here as they're in the bonus, and that's a huge one. Cameron Smith, I mean, he is going to be the sleeper of the game for sure. See here. Also a great actor, as we see. I didn't see a lot there.
No, great actor as well, but I mean, the effort that he's put in tonight has just been unprecedented. You don't see that a lot in high school basketball. I mean, the way he's just pushing, and it's awesome. You don't see it at all.
I will say one thing that I've loved Plainfield is they've played like a real team in this game, and it's been huge for them. There's a big reason why they are winning in this game. Of course, you got KJ Miller, but you've only got 18 of their 61. You've got big contributions from Cameron Smith, and also you've got Elijah Little with 11. Paskowski's got 10. There's been a lot of small contributions for around this roster. Pardon me, Chofa has 10.
Yeah.
He's got 3 fouls, so pretty much the only guy that's in foul trouble for this Bengals roster. Meanwhile, you look at St. Charles North, they are in deep trouble right now.
Yeah.
As their big man, Memedowski, is 1 foul call away from being done for the night.
Yeah, good thing Montesir does not have any fouls right now. Now it's time. Now you got to turn it up. You got to be aggressive. You got to find a way to be able to cause a turnover, get a couple steals, anything to make this comeback.
You got to avoid fouling. I mean, the one thing you got to avoid here for sure is just don't foul, because they're in the bonus. Free throws are going to bury you this game because the Bengals' free throw shooting has been impeccable.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah.
So, especially in the clutch moments, I mean, you just want to avoid fouling, and Cameron Smith's one of their best free throw shooters.
Yeah, you don't want him to force. You don't want him to shoot free throw.
Smith's free throw made his first, and he makes his second. 9-point lead. Plainfield East 62, the North Stars 53. Here comes Nathan Chappell for St. Charles North. Working around is Chappell, trying to get something going. Trying to get a play. You gotta shoot the ball. It's a 9-point game. Can't have a long possession like this. What defense?
It's
Chappell.
They haven't been able to get the ball to even the 3-point line right now.
This is unbelievable defense. Melican, nothing going for him. They got 7 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to call timeout. Dang, that sucks because he just got the layup in there. A little bit slow to get up. But Melican, he has been battle tested in tonight's game for sure.
Yeah,
black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
And we're back after another great commercial as always. We've got 20 seconds left here before we resume action. I believe there's about, I think we got about 1:30 left on the game clock. The Plainfield East Bengals lead 62-53 in this game. It's been huge for them, and of course the contribution from KJ, I mean, he's been unbelievable. He's been everywhere.
KJ Miller's just been absolutely unstoppable. He hasn't stopped, or no one has been able to stop him. I mean, Cameron Smith probably can't even stop him right now.
His own teammate?
Yeah.
Inbound coming. You gotta score the basketball.
Quickly.
Good defense. Just take the shot right now. Yup. Mimidowski, no good. Offensive rebound, fighting for it. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Even though it hit the rim, and they're still gonna call it, I believe. That's a tough, it was close if they got that off in time. And no, they're gonna keep it here. I think they realized a mistake and it's just gonna be a dead ball. Maybe a loose ball foul, actually. Nathan Chappell looking around. Good motion. They get it to their guy in the corner. Jacob Love got to shoot the ball down low. Harms layup gets the call. Clear as day.
I'd call an offensive foul there. Seems like Braden Harms doing a nasty left elbow here.
He slapped him on the wrist is what I saw personally. This is
this
is hustle play.
Yeah, way to get up there. Get your own offensive rebound. That's how
and
you
there's
get
a
points.
big free throw there from Braden Harms. I promise you though, I'm pretty sure I saw a big old slap on the wrist on that layup attempt from Harms.
Oh no, the slap on the wrist I'm not denying at all. It's just the elbow.
Second one, and that might put a pin in this one. There is a shot clock in this tournament. I did not know that until now. Now here's Elijah Little.
And they're not, what's it called?
They're doing everything they can to try and turn this ball over. They cannot. Smart basketball being played right now. We've got a good amount of time here.
No dribbles and pass. No dribbles and pass.
KJ Miller, great job. 32 seconds left, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Bench calling it out. Paskowski driving inside. The dagger! You bet! Finishing the wound. 20 seconds left. Harms driving inside. Layup, good. Gonna add to the stat sheet. Jofa, 10 seconds left. And a quick foul. Going to the line, KJ Miller, he makes both of these. He's got a 20-piece.
Yeah, I really don't see. I didn't really see the need to foul there for St. Charles North. There really was no chance of them coming back at all.
It's what you do in a situation like this near the end of the game. You foul, just have any chance possible. But you hope for 2 missed free throws here, and then you have a 3-point attempt for the next possession, and you cut it to 5. You never know. That is the dream scenario based off this play.
Yeah.
And there's the first miss. That's what they needed. KJ Miller, not a historically great free throw shooter.
No. And you can call it timeout midway through free throws?
Yes. That is what we've seen multiple times in tonight's game.
These timeouts have been so random, super random timeouts. What is the next game is St. Charles East versus Wheaton Academy.
Indeed, yep. And for one last time, we'll talk to our favorite sponsors, the Bear Family McDonald's. Proud supporters of our area since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. We got 25 seconds here before we resume play. In this one, KJ, I mean, the unbelievable performance it has been from KJ Miller.
Yeah, I mean, KJ Miller's MVP.
He's got, but that is a tough miss free throw. That's what you foul. Yeah. I mean, they fixed the clock. It's at 11. Oh, no, they were bringing it back down.
Hey, they're using it as
I almost did something very stupid. We've got 4 seconds left. And before we resume, I think there's about 10, or there's 10-3 on the game clock. A missed free throw here, you just, no matter what, have to get a 3 up, or there's a shot very quickly. They have 1 timeout left. I don't see St. Charles North using it here.
Yeah, agreed.
Another miss, go. You go straight. Love's got to take a shot right now. They've got 5 seconds, gets an easy lay, and it's, oh, that's going to be goaltending, right? No, they're going to call a foul. No, it's goaltending.
Oh, I was going to say,
I was very confused.
I was like, foul.
I was like, I knew they were going to call something. He very clearly grabbed the
I was
entire
going to say,
thing.
goaltending was definitely the correct call.
Yeah. And he chucks it down court, and it's going to be last touch by Pat. That's a smart play, though. It takes off 1.5 seconds off the clock. But then again, if they get that ball, they can call timeout, and a three-pointer makes it a 3-point game. But
you would have to shoot a three-pointer in probably 0.4 seconds.
Yeah, about that.
Which I was going to say, it doesn't even, it take you 0.4 seconds to shoot the ball.
No need. That will do it in this one. Plainfield East, 64. The North Stars, 58 in this game. What a performance from KJ Miller. 18 points, misses those 2 free throws at the very end of the game. But he definitely came up huge for them, given a pretty solid performance for sure. And in the next game, you've got St. Charles East, of course the host for this tournament, taking on Wheaton Academy. That should be a great game. Jeff Myers and Jim Hinkle will be doing that one. And for all of you doing, just having a phenomenal, I hope you guys all have a phenomenal night, as we'll get ready to send you to the next game.
The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.